just imagine with me, okay? Just think about this. You start off one year, you have 0 offers going to your school. The next year, like a whole year later, 365 days later, you have 12 offers from like big name schools. And you're like, wow, that sounds amazing. That sounds pretty cool, right? Well, that's what happened with Miss Danielle. Like she really put in the work and went from not really having anything on the table and like not taking it as serious, not really understanding everything that went into the game, to now a whole year later having 12 big time offers from different schools. And she gave a lot of credit to FBC and like the work she put in with her trainer. But it's the small things you catch throughout here that really made her great to get in this position to now as a sophomore having all these offers. So if you guys want to understand how to get in that position or how she got into that position, listen to this whole episode. She gave a lot of insight on her work ethic and she's a really sweet and humble girl. I became a fan of her over this interview. I know you will too. But stay throughout the whole time to catch everything she has to say for you guys. All right. Tune in. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the episode of the BeBall Jones podcast. And I have another baller here for you guys, man. Like, this girl has a lot of offers. She's not going to like stun you guys, so I'm going to do it for you. Like, she has a lot of offers. Like, she's out here balling, doing great things in this world. And I want to present her to you guys and that you guys get to know Miss Danielle Osho. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Can't complain, man. I'm glad to have you here, man. It's always fun to have these interviews and have young Coopers up here, man. So I'm glad you're taking the time out to talk to little old me, while you're doing your thing.
Thank you for having me.
So tell the people about yourself and what you got going on right now.
Class of 2025. I play at Hebron Christian Academy, and I also play for FBC United.
Hmm. So how does it feel to be in this position right now, uh, with everything you have going on? Because that was a very quick intro. You're not telling people about all the stuff, but how does it feel to be in a position that you're in right now?
I mean, it feels pretty good, like getting to be like playing with a bunch of good players on my high school team as well as my AAU team, and just getting constantly be challenged and pushed with my teammates, helping them get better, and also them making me get better as well.
Hmm. So, are you like? Do you even know how many offers you have at this point, or you just lost count because there's so many?
No.
So, give me a close number, like somewhere around about how many?
I would say like 12.
12 offers. That's what's up, man. So, having 12 offers, and these aren't just like some. No, not to anybody, but these aren't like small schools. These aren't just like local schools. These are some pretty big known schools that the average fan would know about. Um, when you got your first one, what did it feel like for you?
It felt surreal. I honestly didn't believe it at first because, I mean, I did not think that night, because it was like really late at night. We got back from the tournament, and my trainer was calling me and telling me, "Oh, I need to like hurry up and call his coach." And I was like, okay. And then she told me that she wanted to offer me, and it was just like surreal. Like it felt like all the work that I've been putting in was finally starting to pay off at that moment.
Mm. So when you got the call about it, were you said it didn't you didn't think it was real. So were you like, hey, this is such and such? I'm like, man, stop playing. Like you thought it was a friend joking with you or something, or what'd you think?
No, I just didn't believe, like, it just didn't feel real. Like, I just didn't believe that I actually got like an offer from like a Division 1 program, like in the ACC. Like it just didn't feel real.
Mm. So when you started hooping, you growing up, did you feel like you were going after it, or did you start playing out of fun? Like how did you start playing? Like what was the beginning of it for you?
My older brother played basketball, and I tried like other sports when I was younger, and I wasn't a fan of it. Like I didn't like it, but when I tried basketball, I really liked it. And at first, it was just for fun, and then I started getting into watching like NBA first. I watched a lot of the NBA. Watched a lot of Stephen Curry, LeBron, KD, Russell Westbrook, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then I started getting into watching the WNBA, which is when it really like was like, okay, like this is like once I realized that girls like can also play professional basketball, I was like, okay, this might be something that I want to do. Was when I kind of started taking it more seriously.
Mm.
So yeah.
So who's the better hooper right now, you or your brother? Hands down.
Mhm.
Would he say the same thing? Really? Okay, we gotta get some ones. Next time I play one, just let me know and let me know who wins. But now, so when you started playing and you said your brother inspired you, were you just like, did he make you play? Is that kind of what got you into it, or you just kind of whatever?
No, I mean I saw him play like when he was like I want to say like a junior in high school. I saw him play and I was like, okay, like I'll try it and see. Because at first, like I said, like I started other sports and I just wasn't a fan of it. So I when I actually just like saw him doing what he was doing and I thought it was cool and I decided that I want to do it too
Hmm. So how long ago was this? When did you start playing?
when I was 7.
When you were 7. Sheesh. Okay, it wasn't too long ago, but and he was a junior then.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. So, um, when you finally decided like basketball was the thing you wanted to go after, did you drop the other sports or did you like keep playing them just for the heck of playing?
When I decided I wanted to play basketball, I wasn't playing a sport at the time. Like I already dropped them when
Mm.
I was like, I'm not doing this no more. So I just it was like an ongoing search, like to try to find something I wanted to do. Like I played soccer, I did gymnastics, and then like I found basketball, and it was pretty cool.
So what is about basketball that makes it so special for you?
Honestly, just the community like built around it, like the relationships that you can build out of it, like just learning, you can learn multiple valuable like life lessons out of just playing basketball. Like the people that you meet along the way, like that you'll know for like the rest of your life basically
Mm.
is what makes it like just so fun to always want to do and be around.
Mm. What's like the biggest lesson that you've learned so far from the game?
I would say the biggest lesson that I've learned, hmm, probably just to persevere like through anything because at the end of the day like it all gets better in the end, so just
Mm.
keep like working hard and pushing yourself.
Mm. Do you remember a situation where you had to kind of persevere and like overcome some challenge?
um I would say yes, like I would say going into my freshman year of high
Mm.
school, like I didn't have very much experience with like that summer was like my first summer playing AAU.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have very much experience playing like very competitively. Like I was able to make varsity and stuff, but my freshman year definitely was a really big learning curve. And I definitely had to like work really, really hard to get myself better and ready and stuff like that.
So hold on. You were still kind of playing basketball at that point, but you
Yeah.
still made varsity.
Yeah.
How? How'd you do that?
I trained a lot over the summer.
So the summer before, you
Like
like
this
really put in work.
the summer of me going into my freshman year was like my first like official year of playing travel, like actually going and travel and stuff like that. And
Mm.
then but like and then the year before was COVID, so I didn't play for that whole like yeah 8th grade and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, it's like going in, and I trained a lot over the summer, like of my 8th grade going into 9th grade. I trained a lot with my trainer and stuff like that, and I watched a lot of basketball over the summer too, which helped. So yeah.
Got you. Okay. So, take me into your training. Like, what were you doing to like really begin to grow your game and start to take that next step in your game?
Just getting a lot of reps of certain things that I need to work on. I mean, my shot, obviously, like I had to improve my shot a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, going into, and I still like as much as I can try to improve my shot as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Getting my handles better, getting quicker and faster and stronger, like all of the above, like of just everything, working on pretty much everything that I can work on.
So, what would you say like the best thing is about your game? Like, every night you can bring this thing on the game. I mean, into the court every game, and you can do this one thing. What is that for you?
Well, I would say like one thing, but I would say that I think I'm a very versatile player. That I can anything. I feel like I can fit into any system of basketball. Like anything
Mm,
anybody needs me to do, I feel like I can.
mm. What what made you get to that point? Is it something that you just intentionally did, or did you kind of just like let the game come to you, and that's kind of what happened for you?
Um, when I was like, I wouldn't say when I was younger. It was only like 3, 4 years ago.
Hmm.
I was not as tall as I am now. I don't. I had a really big growth spurt over COVID and stuff like that. I grew like 3 inches. So I was when I was younger, I was playing point guard and stuff like that and stuff, and watching a lot of point guards. And then I had a big growth spurt, and I had to learn how to play the forward and the five and stuff like that, and three, the two. So and then it just also came from just watching all of my favorite players. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
LeBron is my favorite player, so I watched a lot of him, and he does everything you could do on the court and stuff like that. So
Hmm. Got you. So, how tall are you now?
6 feet,
6 feet. Think you done growing now?
probably. Yeah, I think I'm. Maybe like an inch, or but if not, I think I'm done.
So you'll probably be playing guard, maybe some wing, depending on where you go.
Hmm.
Um, so for right now, how would you describe your game? I know you said kind of versatile all around. Are you more of a scorer? Are you more of a playmaker? Are you more of a defender? Like you just do a little bit of everything, or you have one that kind of stinks out for you?
I think I just do a little bit of everything.
Mm. So, okay, let me ask you this. Game's on the line, okay? We're going to put the ball in your hands. Would you rather have the game-winning shot or the game-winning assist?
Um, Probably game winning shot. I mean, everybody wants to make a game winning shot. But I mean, if if there was somebody that I see is in a better position to score than I am, then I'm getting the game winning assist.
Mm. Okay, so you just care about making the right basketball play.
Yeah.
You sound like a LeBron person, that answer. All right, so would you rather have the game-winning shot or like the game-winning defensive play?
Game winning shot.
Mm. Why? I understand the shot. It looks a little bit better. It's a little, looks better, but defense, man, like you don't get too many game-winning defensive plays.
We don't, but at the end of the day, more people are gonna remember the shot than they are gonna remember what you did on defense. So
What if you okay? It's different for y'all. So what if you had like some girl coming down the court and she tried to dunk it, but you blocked her dunk?
yes.
I was gonna win you over with that one, but I respect that. So okay, when it comes to your shot, you developed your shot. What was your shooting routine like, or your workouts like to get your shot right?
Honestly, I can't even remember. Like my trainer, Coach Pitts, he does a lot with me and Coach Jazz as well. Like just different doing reps, and Chris as well. Also doing reps of like multiple different things. I mean, reps. Honestly, just the only thing I could just say is like just multiple reps and reps and reps and reps, which and fixing little tweaks here and there to get my shot right. So,
Mm. What's some of the fixes that you needed for your shot?
probably I would say when I was younger, I shot the ball really high. I had to fix that, like not shooting as high. I was as well as like something I'm currently trying to fix right now, like not jumping back when I shoot or not turning my body when I shoot, and like staying on balance and stuff like that.
Mm. From watching some of the clips and stuff from your game, you have a solid shot. I mean, I
Thank
don't
you.
know what it like before, bro. I don't know what it like before, but from what I've seen, it's like I can tell you've been in the gym, putting up reps, doing your thing because um it's fairly effortless with how you shoot. Like you don't look um like you haven't been in the gym. But you can tell when somebody's putting up the shots and they're putting in reps versus someone who's kind of been out here messing around a little bit. So um was it always I won't say effortless for you to shoot, but was it more of a natural thing for you to shoot, or did you did the work that you put in made your shot to be what it is?
The work that I put in, and when I was younger, along with watching a lot of LeBron, I also watched a lot of Stephen Curry. Golden State Warriors are my favorite team ever, so a lot of Steph and tried to mimic everything he was doing. Like when it came to like his workouts, and when I was younger, like go outside and shoot on the goal and stuff like that. So yeah,
Hold on. How are you a LeBron James fan and a Golden State Warriors fan? Those don't mix.
uh, that's a good question. I don't know. I LeBron's my favorite player, but the Golden State Warriors are my favorite team.
That
Like
should be illegal. You can't do that.
when when I was like back in 2015, I was Warriors only. Like I was not trying to support LeBron, and then when they lost in 2016, I was very upset that the Warriors lost. I'm still a Warriors fan, but I love LeBron. I love his game.
No, you can't do that. You became a fan during the like rivalry that they had. So how are you gonna
That's
like just jump
not.
ship?
I've been watching LeBron longer than I've been watching the Warriors because I started watching LeBron like back when he was in Miami, but I just the Warriors are my favorite team.
So you a LeBron fan first?
Yes, yes, yes. I was
So why aren't you a Heat fan?
because I don't like them. I don't like the team. I just like the player.
Okay, I can't talk too much because my favorite player growing up was Kobe, and then it became D Wade. But I'm a Celtics fan. That's my team. So,
Exactly. See, that isn't exactly.
but if I had to pick, I'm going to pick my team every time. So it's a little different for me. I have a clear line for me. But
If I
you picked a rival though. That's different.
but if I had to pick right now, like 2023, I'm picking the Warriors over the Lakers any day of the week.
I guess I can take that. So okay, Warriors and Lakers play right now. Who you rooting for, LeBron or you rooting for the Warriors?
I'm rooting for the Warriors, but if LeBron does something crazy, I'm gonna be like, give him his props at least because my favorite player. I have to.
Okay, I just want to see where your alliance lie because you sound kind of wishy-washy at first. So I had to make sure you're consistent. But I got you. I got you. Um, all right. So you got your shot from Steph Curry and from LeBron. Okay, where'd you get your? I don't say your post game, but you still a forward. You still play big. So where are you looking at to develop that half of your game?
Um. Well, as of recent, because I kind of didn't start playing post until recently. I've as of like very recent, I started to watch like WNBA wise Nafisa Collier. I
Mm,
feel like that's pretty similar. 'Cause we're similar in height and size as well. So I started watching her and also Haley Jones. She's a rookie and she's on the Atlanta Dream right now. And I watched a lot of her as a rich, trying to get a lot of her because she's a pretty much a point forward. She ran
hmm
point a lot. She was at Stanford, and then she also ran point when she was with Atlanta too this past season. So them two, but I didn't learn when I was first learning. I didn't learn any post moves from like anybody. I just like had
hmm
to like my trainers to learn how to do them and stuff.
hmm You know Haley Jones is my cousin.
Really?
Nah, I just say
Oh, what to say?
that. No, like I just claim anybody has the last name Jones. I just kind of like claim them as my cousin because why not? So, but nah, she is really like a really great point forward because her feel and her vision for like the touch she has to get the players the ball where they need it, how they need it. Um, she was top tier at that, and she had a great court vision. I know she was taller for her position, which is why she played point forward. So some of the passes came easier to her, but
hmm
the touch that she has, I don't know how she got it like that, but she's nice, man. So that's a great player to look after. Um, we talked a lot about the NBA guys. Who's your favorite WNBA player?
Right now, probably this is biased, but Asia Wilson. I mean, I don't play her position. I'm not going to, but just everything that she's doing right now for women's basketball is
Hmm.
really cool. I mean, Chelsea Gray too. Really everybody on the Aces. If
Hmm.
yeah, what they're doing for women's basketball is really cool, and them kind of like making the WNBA have to get better. Basically,
Hmm.
is they're doing a really good job of that. Them being as talented as they are.
So, okay, you just talked about what they're doing for women's basketball. What do you see that they are doing to push the game and be so, I guess I don't say pioneering, but just changing the game for the women's sports?
Honestly, I mean, I would say college. A lot of people I see, and like a lot of people I know, when they prefer to watch college basketball more than they watch it, like women's college basketball more than they watch the WNBA. And I always wondered why. And then I realized that like it's probably that competitive edge that college basketball just has,
Hmm.
rather than the WNBA. But I feel like the Aces do a really good job of like making the game competitive, and then also just inspiring younger girls just to be in that position stuff. Like, I mean, the Aces, like, not just basketball wise, but them getting their own practice facility. Like, there's lots of WNBA teams that do not have their own practice facility right now. Like,
Hmm.
how they treat the WNBA, like, how they treat the Aces as, like, real professional athletes compared to, like, other teams in the WNBA, is what I would say. I mean, there's other teams that have their own practice facilities in W2, but like the Aces, I just feel like do a really good job of that.
Mm, I agree. I forgot who said it, but the owner, he puts a lot into that team,
Hmm.
and he doesn't play around when it comes to the Aces. Like he gets them what they need, and it doesn't hurt that they're actually winning and like making it worthwhile for him to put the money up.
Yeah.
Um, I think I don't know this for sure, but just kind of like just outside looking in. I don't know if the other owners are really caring as much about the WNBA teams, and they're not going to put all that money into the team. So that's where the Aces are coming forward. That's why you saw the Liberty and the Aces being the only two teams, like with the super teams of what
Mhm.
they had. So I do respect that the Aces are like forcing the hand of other owners, like, hey, you're gonna have to pay these girls and pay the team and put money into the whole organization to make it be, like you said, a competitive league and competitive team. So um, I agree with that. Um, but when you started watching the women's game, the college game, who who were the teams that you were like kind of watching going into it?
Um, I was watching my first college game I watched was when Arike Gumbawale and Jackie Young were at Notre Dame, and it was the game where Arike hit the game winner to win the championship. That was the first one, and then as of recent, like last season and this season, like I've started watching a lot more women's college basketball. Obviously, because just to watch it, and then also recruiting wise, like knowing like okay, like seeing how teams play, how they are like in games. Um,
Mhm.
well, I can't say like exactly for this season, but for last season, because last season I watched a lot of South Carolina.
Mhm.
I watched UCLA. I watched LSU. I watched UConn, Baylor, Texas, Ohio State. Yeah, I watched a lot of schools, but I can't remember. Florida State.
Mhm.
Yeah, I watched a lot of them.
Okay, so yeah, I think kind of going back to you saying earlier about the college game being more competitive. That's I think that was definitely more true. Um, of course, I'm a little bit older than you, so when I started getting into the women's game, college wise, it was you remember Pat Summit? You heard of Pat Summit before?
Hmm.
So when she was at Tennessee doing her thing, and Gino was kind of still younger at UConn, like the early 2000s, that was that whole run going on. And, Pat Summit kind of stepped down and passed away. And UConn just started destroying everybody. That was the years when they won like 3 or 4 in a row, and they won like 100 something, 111 games in a row. That was crazy.
Yeah,
So I think that's a good and bad thing sometimes because you do need something or someone to point to for a game or whatever to grow. and that's what UConn did. But I think now you're getting to a point where it's a little more evened out. So you still have UConn pretty much every year, but now you got to deal with South Carolina and LSU the past few years, and this year coming up, and you have to deal with Louisville the past couple years, and every once in a while you're gonna have another team just kind of squeak in. But I think that's what the women's game has been missing is like that that next level like team to either really love or really hate. And I think we're gonna have that with LSU this year. I think because they have their, dynasty team or like their super team with Haley coming over. They're gonna like either gonna love LSU or hate LSU. Plus you got Angel and you still got the whole energy they have with LSU and Caitlin Clark doing her thing. So
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have a big season this year overall for the women's game. So
Mhm.
um, so do you have a favorite college team?
Mm-mm.
Are you
I
just
just
saying that because you're getting recruited or you don't have one for real?
No, I don't. I just like to watch college basketball, like all the teams and stuff like that.
Got you. Do you have a favorite player? Do you have any player that you kind of just lean towards a little bit more?
Paige Beckers.
Paige. Why didn't you nah, she's more of a scorer, so I get that. I guess I'll leave you alone with that one. But yeah,
Yeah.
Paige is kind of more of a pass first, kind of a do it all guard. So yeah,
Mm.
I get that for you. What do you like about her game so much?
Just so how she plays with a lot of finesse and stuff like that. Like she's always trying to help her teammates get better. Like throughout when I watched like how she played in high school, her freshman year and stuff like that. She is like I that's like somebody that you would want to play on a team with, in my opinion. So
Got you. Would you um would you rather go to UConn or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Why?
Well, probably because it's closer to home, and two, I've watched more South Carolina than I have UConn, and just I feel like it'll just be a better fit.
What makes them a better fit over UConn?
I don't know. Like I don't know. I feel like it's hard to explain how I feel about a school when it's like I don't really know exactly everything about the school, but I just feel like from watching the school itself, like I just feel like I would fit better.
Got you. I understand. Um, so if Don calls you up, you definitely like Don. Should have called me yesterday. I got you. Like, sign me up. So you feel like Don would be a great fit for you?
Yeah.
I respect that. So, speaking of getting recruited and going to college, um, it's kind of been a journey for you the past, what, 4 years now? 3, 4 years?
Like no, like 5, 6 months.
The 5, 6. I mean, like overall, like taking basketball serious and really like
Oh,
making
okay.
you focus. Okay, yeah, okay. Um, Once you start getting recruited and you saw the, I guess you can say like the reward started to come in just a little bit. Did it make you want to work harder, or did you kind of like, kind of coast a little bit after that?
It made me want to work harder for sure. Because I mean, going to school and stuff like that for free, and going to a school that I think is the best for me is not my only goal. Like I have multiple other goals I want to like accomplish, just not just with college, but outside of that too, and stuff like that.
Okay, so to get to this point where you have all of these offers coming in and to be at this position, like you at FBC, which is arguably the biggest and best, travel ball program, you know, on the women's side. How how much do you invest into the game? Like how much are you working out in training to be at this position, to be at FBC, to have the D1 offers coming in? Like how much are you putting into the game as far as you're working out and training and everything?
Um, Almost every single day, I would say. I mean, I train. I mean, well, now that we're starting practice, I haven't, but I mean, I've been getting shots up and still, but I train anywhere from like 5 to 6 days a week.
So take me through just a average day for you, like during the week.
Um, probably probably would train like in the morning, and then I would have like a weights and like conditioning type of workout
Hmm.
and stuff like that, and then I would like rest.
That's it. So you wake up in the morning, you go to the gym, get your shots up, and then weight room, and that's it.
Hmm. And then I get recovery too,
Okay, got you. So
but I don't
it's
get recovery every day. I mean, it's like every every other day over the summer.
okay. Oh, so that's summertime, right?
Yeah,
Okay, what are you doing like during the school year? Do you still train during the school year?
yeah. I mean, I don't. When I was at Brookwood, I was training a lot, but I was going. Like, I decided that it would be smart for me to like dial back, only because I mean, obviously, still get shots up like, as much as I can during the week, but like dial back as in like how rigorous it was, because I know that towards the end of the season, like my body was getting really tired and
Mm,
stuff like that. So I just have to be smarter about that. But I'm not going to be like doing anything rigorous during the week. Like, if anything, the most thing I'll be doing is just getting shots up, getting shots up, getting shots up as much as I can.
mm. What time do you usually wake up, start your day, start training everything?
I'm not a morning person, so during like school week, all my training is at night,
Mm,
like all of it. And then I mean, at school, I lift pretty much every day,
mm.
and we're
Do you,
doing stuff that pertains to basketball. So yeah. And then on
do
the
you
weekends, I train in the morning, early in well, not early in the morning, but like later in the AM and the early in the afternoon, like on Saturdays and Sundays.
okay,
Not the season, but like before the season starts and stuff.
got you. Um, do you feel like you have given up a lot to kind of have I won't say have the life that you have now, but to be in this position that you have to uh train as much as you do?
I would say no, because I'm not really like a big person that likes to. I mean, I like to go out, but I'm not really. I would say like I'm introverted extrovert. Like, I like to go out, but I'm not like somebody likes to go out all the time. Like, I'm really always at home if I'm not in the gym. So yeah,
Mm. So you don't feel like you feel like you have a good balance of like being a kid, still enjoying, middle school and high school, and still being like a hooper and putting the work in and uh
yeah.
got you. Where did that was that like an effortless thing for you to do? Or did your parents kind of do that for you, or a trainer or a coach put that into you, or you just because you don't like going out, it's easy for you to just have that
Yeah,
balance?
easy for me to like. I mean, just be have time to myself. Well, because usually like I'm always with my teammates anyways during the week at school and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
it's not like I really miss too much. And plus, like on Fridays, still I'm still able to go. Like, I mean, at school have like they have football games and stuff like that. So go every once in a while and stuff like that. So I'm not really missing too much.
Mm. That's good, man. I'm glad you do have a balance because um, I don't know if it's still going on, but there was a period where it's like kids are kind of being talked about because they, going out and having fun. Like you got to sacrifice going to prom and all these things, and I don't think that's fair to kids because like you're still kids. So,
Yeah.
um, do you plan on going to prom when that opportunity comes up?
Hmm.
You're not gonna be in the gym getting up shots because ball is life and ball is day. I mean, if you do, that's you. Nothing wrong with that. But just wanted to ask. Um, let's go back to your working out and training though. So when you are training during the weekends, what is like your main focus for you? Are you really building up your shot? Are you really going overall game? Like what are you kind of doing to get better and work on your game?
So my trainer, Coach Pitts, like he he makes sure like he comes to a lot of our games during the high school season. he basically sees everything we do all AAU wise as well because he's at our games in AAU. As of right now, like he just been working all of like usually all the taller players just working on getting quicker with our handles
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So that's been the biggest thing. But every time I go to the gym, it's always something specific that I end up doing that pertains like also just finishing at the rim and like stuff like that.
Mm. So what's the biggest thing right now that you feel you need to kind of develop in your game and, bring it up to a higher level right now?
Probably like finishing at the rim.
Mm.
Like when it comes to on like attacking, like getting past somebody and finishing at the rim.
Excuse me. Do you kind of what is it about your finishing? Is it kind of like you just kind of go out of control, or what is it about the finishing?
It's just the fact that I just sometimes I just don't. Like I'll have a gap that I can attack, but I settle for like a shot when I could just attack the basket and get a layup.
Mm. So you put all that work in to become a shooter, and you got comfortable out there, and now it's a struggle for you to kind of drive and attack more.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a struggle because when I do it, it's like I'm getting there. I
Hmm.
just have on just making sure like I finish, keep my eyes up when I'm like at the rim and stuff like that.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Um, where did this work ethic and mindset to really work in the game come from?
Um, I don't know. I feel like it just honestly came from me just really wanting to accomplish my goals. I feel like everybody that I've seen that's made it in what they wanted to do, like sports wise, like they all say the same thing that you have to work hard, you have to put in the work. Like there's no other way around getting to the top and stuff like that. So yeah.
Mm. I mean, I'm still interested because a lot of girls, even guys, we hear the same things. We hear the motivational speeches from whatever player you want to pick, and the coaches, doing their thing. But you're actually doing the work, and you're like actually taking the time out to train and working is what you do. So what do you feel like is separating you to actually want to do it though?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I would just say just the thought of like me not accomplishing the goals I've set for myself. I guess I would
Mm-hmm.
say like having to think that I failed at doing what I've like been working hard to do or wasn't working hard to do. So I have to work hard so I can in order to accomplish those goals and stuff.
Mm. What are a couple of your goals, if you don't mind sharing?
Um probably just like if I can like first team player of the year, like in state goals, like Gatorade player of the year for the state of Georgia, stuff like that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, honestly, if I don't, I mean, in-state goals aren't what matters to me. At the end of the day, like it's the long-term goals, like getting like not long-term, but we got long-term McDonald's All-American, like being an All-American and pretty much everything you can be an All-American in high school for girls basketball and stuff like that. Naismith and all that stuff.
Mm. So you think you can get an opportunity to really be Naismith and Gatorade and all that stuff?
If I work hard enough, yeah.
I like the confidence. I respect that.
Thank you.
Um, so when it comes to being Naismith and being a Gatorade and all these things, do you feel like your team will be able to have the success and the wins to get you in that position?
Yes, our team is, I would say, the best team in the state. I mean, it's pretty biased, but um, I just transferred over there. But before that, they this last season they won state. They were undefeated. So I think that we have a really really good team this year. We're going to be playing in a Nike tournament in Phoenix, where we're going to play other high schools that are really good in their states too. So it's going to be a really good competition for us, and just being able to compete against like a lot of talent in state as well. But yes, I do think that my team is really we're going to be really really good this year and the next senior year as well.
Hmm. I don't know, man, because Georgia got y'all different over there. Like y'all got some like pure hoopers who just like are different, and so the teams are built up totally different, and the coaching is different over there. So it gives you the confidence to know that you guys are going to be up there in position to compete like that.
Well, I know each and every one of my teammates work really hard, like outside of practice and stuff like that. Like we all like are always work hard. We all play with against each other in AAU season, so we're all on really good AAU teams. So I just think that I have a lot of confidence that we're going to be really, really good.
Mm, okay, I respect that. What about FBC, man? You got any goals with them?
Hopefully win another championship again. I know that we're definitely reloading, trying to, get our team right back to the same talent level as it was this past season with all of our seniors that we had now. But we have to get that same talent, get up to that same talent level and stuff like that for this season or next season, next year for sure.
Mm. So do you see yourself? Do you see like an opportunity for you to kind of step up and take more of a role, or you just kind of, you know, I don't say comfortable in your position like your roles you have, where you just kind of a role player, you're going to step up and take more of opportunities that come to you.
I feel like I'm definitely gonna have a bigger role this season. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I haven't. Well, I mean, the last time I saw Coach Mo was I want to say last month, 2.5 weeks ago, and I feel pretty confident with what he's doing. Obviously, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm confident that he's doing something good. So yeah, I'm really confident that we're gonna be that I'm gonna have a bigger role, and then I'm gonna be successful with our team this season, and hopefully winning an Under Armour championship.
I like that. I like that. What do you like to do outside of basketball? Do you have anything else that you're interested in?
I really like to listen to music a lot. I like to be with my family as much as I can, my friends. I mean, I basketball obviously takes up a lot of time. I mean, if I'm not playing basketball, and I have the opportunity to go out, like I'm gonna be with my friends, I'm gonna be with my family and stuff like that. So yeah.
What's your favorite genre of music? Are you a hip hop head? Do you classical? Do you like country music? What do you like?
I would say I like R&B, like because there's like a lot of different kind of genres within R&B, which is why I like it.
So who's like your favorite singer if you have one?
Probably Brent Fayez.
Mm. Can you sing? Or you just like leave it to them?
Mm-mm.
Can you dance?
No.
Really? You can't dance?
Mm.
Do you have rhythm at least? Can you do a two step?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. At least you got a two step on you. Because if you ain't had a two step, I don't know. I was questioning your basketball skills then. Because yeah,
I
that's tough. um, what about Brett is so appealing to you to make him be your favorite?
don't know. He just has a lot of like, because people like to say his music now is really toxic and stuff like that. But like, if you go back to his older songs are so much better and stuff
Hmm.
like that. So yeah, I mean, his new songs are good, but like his old songs is like the best ones for sure.
Okay. I don't listen to Brett a whole lot, but I do hear the toxic music of his is he changed and became more toxic. So I'm gonna take your word for it that the old school is better. So I don't know. What else you like to do besides music? You got any other hobbies you're into?
I mean, not really.
So just music and basketball, that's your life.
Music, basketball, and I mean, I did say being with my family and friends and stuff like that. I like to
Oh
do
yeah,
like be with them, but I don't really have any like other big hobbies outside of that.
I got you. Who is the best hooper in your friend group?
My friend group. Oh my
Hmm.
gosh, that I literally can't answer that because
Nope, you have to. You have to. Mm-mm.
there's not one person that I could pick. There is like that's actually the most question ever.
I'm trying to set you up here, but it's okay. You're not taking the bait. Um, okay. Who's the best shooter out of your friend group?
Um. Well, I can't even answer that either. Like, that's like I can't think of everybody that I'm friends with who out of all of them is the best shooter. That yeah, I can't answer that.
But somebody came to mind. Somebody was like, "Who's the best shooter?" And you thought of somebody, right?
I'm trying. I'm trying to think of people, but like, kind of hard to just pick one person.
You gotta give me somebody. Like somebody just comes to mind. It's like, okay, she's the best shooter. Like she got it.
Well, out of all of the teammates that I've ever played with, Ava Watson is the best that I've ever seen.
Mm,
There you
okay. All right. So if you had all of your teammates and friends, you guys play King of the Court. Who's coming out on top?
go. Me.
There we go. That's the answer I was looking for earlier. So you're the best hooper out of your group. Correct.
I'm supposed to think that, so yeah, yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. I just want to start mess with your friends. So they're gonna see this and be like, "Oh, you think you better than me now?" So yes, you fed into my mess. No, you can't take it back now. You think you're the
They're not.
best hooper.
I promise.
Your friends aren't competitive enough. Because if I said that with my friends, they would have been having issues, and we probably would have been playing the next opportunity we had. We need to get some new friends then, because that answer would not have been acceptable with any of my friends. I'm like, who? Who the best? All right, we gonna see now. So you friends don't like have that competitive itch just to be the best like that?
I mean, I mean, we're competitive together as a team. We're not here like I mean when we and then obviously AAU like we're play against each other like we're not gonna sit act like we're friends on the court and stuff like that. Like obviously we try to go at each other as much as we can, but it's never like any individual type of thing.
I guess I'll take that answer, but I don't like it. It's okay. I don't like it because I just know without a shadow of a doubt. I think pretty much in every team I've been on throughout my life, somebody would have an issue with like, "Yo, who you talking about?" Like you're not talking about me because I would. We have issues. So all right, whatever. Guess I'll take that answer. I don't like it, but I'll take it. Um, I think that's it. No, I do want to ask you one more. When it comes to being recruited in the schools that you're looking at, what is like your top three things that you kind of like getting the feel for? Like, okay, this school has 1, 2, and 3. There's a good chance I want to like go there and look at playing there. So, what are some things that you're looking at from the schools to say, yes, I would like to play here?
Honestly, just somewhere where I feel like it's just a good environment in itself. Like the school itself is a really important part. Like if you don't really like, I guess their program, well, not program when it comes to major, like the major that you want to study in and stuff
Mhm,
like that. That really matters because you're just not going to end up liking what you're doing or what you want to pursue if you did want to like have like a actual career coming out of college and stuff like that. Also, just um, seeing how the team interacts with each other, like in I mean on at practice and stuff like that. Like I feel like practice environment is also really important. Like how everybody is with each other and around each other, and just seeing like how like the coaching staff really is like when you're at their campus and just seeing like how truly they really like I guess have a love for their job because I mean you really should want to go to a school where their coach actually like really enjoys what they're doing and stuff
mhm,
like that is constantly trying to help their players get better as much as they can.
mm. I remember, I think it was an interview with a coach or a former coach. I forgot which one it was, but might have been a player. But they were saying make sure that you pick a school that wants you and makes you feel like you're wanted there, and not just because it's a good name. So you want to go with the school that you feel like they're wanting you, and it's not just you wanting them, or make
Yeah,
it feel like you're putting all the effort in. Like a relationship, like you don't want to be with a guy who doesn't really want you, but you want them, because then it's not going to feel the same. But if the guy really wants you, putting the effort in to get you, then it's going to be a better relationship. So this is kind of how my little 2 cents on recruiting. So
yeah.
So just remember that. And if you get a scholarship, just like throw me a T-shirt or something, and that's it. But that's it for me, man. Anything else you want to say to the people? Anybody else is listening or watching?
No, thank you for having me.
I appreciate you coming on. So, but that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. That's it from me. But if you do want to stay in touch, you gotta subscribe below. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere else you get podcasts, you feel me? Just like do your thing. Subscribe, follow along there. You can follow along with me. BeBall Jones. That's BeBall Jones. Follow me on all the social media stuff. Just like type it in, look it up. I'll be there. Don't worry about it. Do you want more followers? Like you want people to follow you?
I don't really care if they do or not.
uh, if you guys do want to follow her, I'm gonna have her stuff below. She's pretty cool from what you've seen. If you got to this point, you see she's cool. So like, just show her some love. And then if you're in the Georgia area, go watch your games. Be like, yo, sorry to be Bob Jones podcast. You're pretty cool. And show her some love. Like, yo, you're pretty dope. And when she makes it to that college level, go support her then too. Like in a couple years, when she's up there, you go back and watch this. Be like, yo, I remember seeing you in high school before you made it to this level, and you were pretty cool back then too. It's gonna be weird. Like in a couple years, you'd be like, man, I remember seeing that in high school.
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird. But nah, thank you for coming on. It means a lot. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. See you next week.